Pro Football. Please welcome your 2026 San Francisco 49ers.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, the standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Throwing again is Lamar. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
The tight end in motion now. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Play action, here's Jackson. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Jackson. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Panthers get to that one. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. They run again with Hubbard. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Now set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because a 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. Jukes away from one. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. 2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. A toss play, Montgomery. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it'll take a new set of downs with that toss run.
At the 20-yard line.
The 49ers looking at their first shot here inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Throw caught at the 6. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Montgomery will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Now here's Lamar. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this isn't even about bending and not breaking. This is about breaking the will of your opponent. Getting in the red zone, stuffing the run, sacking the quarterback, totally changing the energy and the momentum of this drive.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal. Lamar now from the gun. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Now quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Carolina offense out ready to go for their second try. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. Looked great initially, but he is short of that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they stop him before he gets much on the return. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
At the 11-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. They send a tight end in motion. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pull out in front for their 13-zip. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Hubbard with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. We'll air it out on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded. Forced a 4th down.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he'll have his fair catch right along the 25. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And this game is comfortably in hand early. They take possession with a 14-0 lead. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Play fake. Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he'll work this one up to the 28. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 3rd and 8. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Lamar off the play fake. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Montgomery on the counter. He's unable to get away from that. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll run again with Montgomery. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players, being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Young. Steps up, and he's running with it. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hubbard again. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So 1st down from the 41. Looking to throw, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Hubbard quick on the draw. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Short pass brought in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is third down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, it's Young. Cut out left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. This is Hubbard running left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
And this is third down.
Now it's Young. They set up the screen. Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. Nice. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game in the first half. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers getting back to work. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Lamar. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. Reaches the 40. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Young throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Young to throw it. It's his running back. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this forward to the 19. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Fitzgerald sends this through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. First down, here's Lamar. Finds the in route, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On first down, Jackson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Lamar throwing again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
He's back to throw. It is caught left side. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
The Dogs at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. That passing game this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Motioning one of the tight ends. On second down, it's Hubbard. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Young's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Complete to Tremble. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
Here's a give to Hubbard. On the move, past the 40. And he has this down to the 34. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Waste of time. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Has him on the quick hitter. The gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. He's going to run for it. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. It's Hubbard again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Kill him.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
17. 49ers 14.
Now Fitzgerald on the handle of the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First down now, ball at the 33. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. There's Nick Scorton there on the play.
2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's tackled for no gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Carolina offense headed out now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's Brooks. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
24, Jonathan Brooks, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Carolina in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jackson off the play action. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
The 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A 28-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
A tight end in motion now. Blitz coming, Lamar. Brought in. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a third-quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
21. Panthers 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Trevor Etienne to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. On play action, here's Young. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
From the pistol, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a lead just before the end of the third. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
49ers 21.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The 49ers and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. First down, here's Lamar. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. To the air on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying getting it to Colston Loveland. And now a fourth down staring right at him. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
23-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Young working from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Young. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they'll only need to figure out a couple of yards here as they're going to start with 1st and goal from the 2. Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal. Running for it with Montgomery. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Troubles with the snap, but he still knocks it through. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Panthers 24.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is ETN. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
4 yards on the
And that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Young looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we're going. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Has some daylight through the 40. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Running on second with Montgomery. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Now Jackson on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Making the call himself. Escapes the defender. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Montgomery now up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. They go to him again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it. Not after getting knocked backward on second down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Changing it up here, Jackson. Set up the screen to Montgomery. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. From the gun, a give to Brooks. He dodged the tackle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. That's cut by Brooks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Number 24, Jonathan Brooks. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Here's Young. He can run it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
He'll throw it. Oh, he put some air under this one, right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Coach's challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Hits his running back. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Lamar off the play fake. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
At the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Will give up the gut to Montgomery. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. A give now to Montgomery. Has room into the secondary. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. David Montgomery with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Folk on now to try the point after. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Panthers 24.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the 49ers take over after returning it inside the red zone. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And drawn up here for Lamar. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. This one left for Lamar. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they didn't fall victim to that dreaded trap game against a lesser opponent. They were the better team coming in. They played like it to earn the convincing victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.